Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch, but you already know that because we're working with the Beauty Bay 42 pan palettes. Welcome back to the playlist. Let's jump into it. We are finally on to the Earthy palette, which is going to be your greens and your rusty shades. This palette does come with some warmer tone reds and browns and gold and like taupey shimmer shades and whatnot. And then of course this gorgeous assortment of greens, mattes, shims, mid-tones, some pastels in here as well, a little bit of everything. This is one of my favorite palettes, but it is also the palette that gives me the most pause when it comes to really blending the entirety of the color scheme together. I have a hard time getting these rusty tones to blend with the greens in a way that feels satisfying to me. So I often end up doing just green or just using the rusty tones on their own. And the few times that I have mixed them together, they were looks that were okay, but they weren't my favorite. I said in one of my previous videos that I did 10 plus looks with each one of the palettes that I had at the time a few years back, or like last year. Yeah, it was last year. At that time though, I only had the Earthy, the Midnight, the Neutrals, and the Berries, but I did do 10 plus looks with each palette. And when it came to this palette, I really had a hard time blending the entirety of the palette together. And now that I remember how this formula works in this current, excuse me, y'all, I'm still sick, it's ridiculous, but in this current playlist, that is going to be something that I attempt to do in the 8 subsequent videos that will come after I cycle through these. Now, the goal is to do 10 looks with each palette. So just, you know, just kind of rotating through them, doing 2, 2, 2 over whatever amount of time it takes me to do that. But as I continue, and whether or not that actually happens, as I continue, I will be focusing specifically on this palette, trying to blend those tones together because it's just really hard. At one time I almost depotted this thing and I was only going to keep the greens. I was going to get rid of all the rusty tones, but we are not going to do something so crazy. But either way, you spin it. This is the look that we have started with. I wanted something a little bit simple. I thought about for a second to bring some of the warmer tones into this green, and I said, you know what, just do a look you know you're gonna like. Okay, just stick to the greens. So that's what we did, and I really like it. So I hope you enjoy the tutorial to come and the next look that is going to come right after this, and I will continue to do these until we are done with all 10 of them, or all 8 of them. I think now I am down to my favorite palette. And I know I've said that the blue one is my favorite and the smoky is a favorite, but it's kind of the diamond in the rough, the palette that I really thought I was not going to enjoy, and it is literally one of my favorites. I only have to do the berries and the neutral. The neutral is what I'm talking about. I love the neutral palette. So I hope you enjoy the tutorial and the tutorials to come after this. But until then, guys, it's been me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch. You may or may not know that, depending on the sound of my voice, I might be an imposter because this sultry goodness, not me. But drink some waters, exfoliate your lips, moisturize them, take your vitamins, pop some vitamin C, maybe some zinc, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.